Hello, I'm Bobby Gately with Gately Audio. I've been here at this location in Sacramento, California for about 16 years, and I've been in business since 1999. I started doing car audio in probably about 89 is the first time I started doing car audio, building a speaker box for a friend of mine, and went crazy from there. Installers that inspire me. We got a hell of a list. Steve Mead, John Nolte, Ray Pimley, Mike Sparman, John Raby, and the whole team at Sky High Car Audio, Brent Levitt, Christopher Pate, Bill Wyco, Daniel Powell, Ronnie Smith, Cameron and Justice at LIS, Aaron White at Audio Dynamics, Kyle Cook, my main dude. Yeah, I could go on all day, but that's all we got for right now. Biggest challenges this year for me has been really working around the schedule of working between this shop and the new shop where we're working out of the space at the cabinet shop. We do quite a bit of the fabrication work there and here, so working between the two is a little more challenging. I would like my customers to remember how much they enjoyed the process of initially meeting with me and my guys, going over our plan for their audio system. How much they enjoyed coming and visiting, hanging out, maybe even getting their hands dirty a little bit with me, which is pretty rare for most shops. I like my customers to participate a little bit, and how much they enjoyed the end result and showing it off to their friends and family. And some of my guys, out there winning awards for their show cars and their competition vehicles. Yeah. My philosophy of installation is to be relentless, to work your butt off, to do your absolute best to make sure everything is as good as it can be. Know that you're going to have issues. Know that you're going to throw speaker boxes and door pods and kick panels and A-pillars and stuff away. Know that you're going to have electrical and electronic issues. Know that your interfaces aren't always going to work as smoothly as your sales rep says so, and have fun. Do a good job. Give it your best. Even if it's taken 2, 3, and 5 times as long to do that part of the project as you expected, you got to do it. You got to go all the way through. I would be honored to be selected as a top 50 installer for 2019, being part of a list of a bunch of great guys, do some amazing work. And I've been a car audio professional for 30 years now, and I try to use every bit of my experience and knowledge that I attain through training courses and studying what a bunch of these guys do on their social media accounts, and I try my best every day to do a really good job and be innovative and push the limits of my skill sets to provide a really good product and make really happy customers, and I think I've done a really good job this year. I believe my performance influences my team to enjoy what they're doing, put their best efforts forward, and to be proud of what they're doing. And don't be afraid to make a mistake and to learn from it. My coworkers would describe me as hardworking, patient, relentless, perfectionist, and I really strive for that every day. I also think that they would say that I'm pretty funny and I'm fun to work with, because we really have a good time here. We like what we do. All right, we're here in the back of the shop. We'll start with my air compressor. Had to have that rebuilt this year. That wasn't cheap. Trusty old table saw. I love this thing. It's awesome. But over at the cabinet shop, we have a couple of saw stops, and they're very nice to operate. Trusty old bandsaw. I use this thing a lot. If you don't have one of these, you really want one in your shop. They're awesome. Edge joiner. Almost exclusively used when I'm building acrylic speaker boxes. Makes a nice, clean, straight, square cut. Much nicer than even a really sharp, brand new saw blade cut could possibly do. Dust collection. This year we added a 50-foot expandable vacuum hose, 4-inch diameter. I can take it anywhere in the shop. It's really handy for doing cleanup stuff. My router table, 3 router lifts. We built a little fancy downdraft table thing. Probably build another one again because this thing's pretty hammered, and maybe make some upgrades to it to see if we can get it to function a little better. It works pretty good now. And a toolbox, lots and lots of router bits. So many tools in here, it's a little hard to keep it organized, but it works like a champ. So there's that. The super glue refrigerator, and it's funny when people hear me say super glue refrigerator, but there it is. It's a refrigerator full of super glue, all sorts of different colors, thicknesses, flexibilities. We like our super glue around here. We go through lots of it. Chemical cabinet. Keep my Steve Mead Sun Flash, my contact cement spray gun, body fillers, and the chemicals we use to bond acrylic. The wall over here has my Easy Fab Tools templates. I use those a lot still, even with the CNC. Still like to mock things up. Sometimes I'll mock something up and then I'll take a picture of it, and then I sit down at my computer and do CAD design around what I've done with my Easy Tools templates. Behind me, the toolbox, mostly just mechanic tools for taking stuff apart under the hood of a vehicle. Sometimes some of the interior parts that have some big nuts and bolts. My little CNC, we still use it quite a bit, so it's hard to consider letting it go. But it'd be nice to have this shop space sometimes. We have our cabinets are full of all of our Sky-High car audio wire, and my Steve Mead products that I keep in a couple of drawers on the backside there. Little tech bench here. Any soldering and stuff we do, we usually do it right here. Testing amplifier speakers. This toolbox here, top drawer is my Steve Mead tools, DD1, CC1, a label maker, OED2 tools, some extra socks. The attitude adjustment drawer. Some big tools in here, big crimper, big pair of channel locks, big crescent wrench, pry bar, good stuff. The screw wall, there's connectors in there as well, but this thing's kind of fun. When we have some loud vehicles in here, the music will play and these things will start shaking out. Welder, my Synchrowave 210, it's been a lot of fun. I got it a little over a year ago, and it took me a while to create a project for it, and been TIG welding aluminum. Fabrication facility of Gately Audio here inside of King's Custom Cabinets in Rancho Cordova, California. This is where we do the more complex pieces of fabrication that we've been doing in the last year. Saw stop, lots of fun, lots and lots of curve cuts happening on here. Here is where all the magic happens. The CNC machine is amazing. This big, monstrous CNC machine will cut the Baltic birch plywood, the 1-inch thick Baltic birch plywood in one pass. It's beautiful, it makes perfect cuts. Everything I think about comes back to this machine. It's got a 52-inch wide sanding belt, and it operates just like a planer, only it's got 60 grit sandpaper that's 50 inches wide, and it opens up to 8 to 12 inches tall. So the spray booth All the stains we use and all the clear coats we use on some of the special orders are all done with zero VOC. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to vote, be inspired, go build something, have some fun. See you guys around.